Hey everyone, welcome back again. My name's Caroline and we are opening bag number 2 from our bulk Goodwill jewelry bags. If you haven't seen video number 1, I'll post the video up there in the cards so you can go check it out. I did find some pretty nice stuff in that first bag. I also gave some pointers on what I usually look for when I choose to buy these bags. So we'll go over that again in this one. And for this one, the things that I saw or up here, those little abalone pieces. Abalone is one of my favorite things to find, so I really liked that. And then there's a little cloisonne fish up there. Looks like it's an earring. I'm not quite sure if it is in one piece or not. There might be the tail in there. Then it looks like there's a glass ring that could be a nice quality. Then this little poodle, I can't quite tell if it is a tie clip or a paper clip or what that is, but that kind of caught my eye as well. And you know what, on this one it may have mainly been that abalone that made me decide to get this. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what we got. All right, well, right on the top, we've got this really cute glass pendant. This one is hand blown, looks like, and it has a really cute sort of opalescent swirl in the back, and then that beautiful blue flower, so that's pretty nice. Ooh, I see lots more abalone. Alright, so where'd that go? Here we go. Look at this. So these are some nice abalone pieces on a bracelet. It does definitely look like the bracelet isn't exactly super high quality. This might have actually been a choker that someone turned into a bracelet. I can't quite tell, but they did knot it there at the back. But those abalone pieces are really beautiful. This will most likely go into my repurposing pile, and I will use those beads to make my own jewelry. A gum wrapper, yes, always nice. There we go. Here's that cloisonne fish. That's a cute little guy, and he does appear to be whole. He should articulate a bit. Can't really tell on these how good of a quality he might be, but I mean, he does appear to be mainly in good shape. He's got little orange enamel eyes and sort of a purple and white coloration with blue on his underside and a little bit of yellow and orange. So that is again an earring, so we'll see if we can't find a pair. And here's that abalone, the initial abalone that caught my eye for this bag. These are beautiful teardrop shaped abalone pieces, and look at them. They are gorgeous. These are very nice quality actually. The earring itself is a bit tangled, but this is another one that I will most likely be repurposing into my own jewelry. These are beautiful pieces. Definitely good quality abalone. Love those. Now here are some beads. This might actually have been made into a necklace. Yep. Interesting. So we do have a stretchy material that these are beaded onto. Then we've got some bicone shaped beads there. I don't think any of these are Swarovski. The shape is a little irregular for a Swarovski crystal, but they are pretty nice crystals. I can probably either resell this or add it to my crafting pile. This looks like a costume earring. I'll be curious to see if we can't find its match. I believe that is a Chinese dragon. We've got another earring. This one is a costume piece with possibly like a cubic zirconium or other faux diamond. A little single earring with the Eiffel Tower, that's pretty cute. Another single earring, this is, oh, that's cute, it's a little birdie. That's adorable. This one is a costume piece of jewelry. It is an earring, and it's made out of probably an acrylic or resin. This is another pin. I find a lot of these. These seem to be handed out at events and occasions from companies and businesses, so I find a lot of these in these bulk jewelry bags. And here's that glass ring that I saw at the top of the bag. This is in sort of the Murano glass style, although with these I know there are a lot of Chinese fakes out there that are just glass, so not made in Murano, so not true Murano glass, but they are beautiful and they do have a tendency of selling, so I will probably have that probably out at my next yard sale. We've got a little hair clip with a little bit of rhinestones glued on to them. This is one of those metal styles that doesn't really hold much hair, but is more to decorate a hairstyle. And we've got a frog pin. This is actually pretty well made. It does seem to say LC on the back. Offhand, I don't know what company that is, but that's a cute little frog pin. It's got these green rhinestones. They all seem to be in place. And then he's got little like green faux pearl eyes. Very cool. Nice piece. This is another costume jewelry earring. That'll go into our maybe we'll find a pair pile. And then we've got another one. This one is a clip-on earring. Again, no markings on it, but we'll see if we can't find a pair for that one. This is another single clip-on earring with little like antique brass looking discs on it. And then this looks like a handmade bracelet. Actually has some weight to it. These are some man-made cat's eye and some glass beads, and these are probably not silver. They don't look like silver. My guess is there's some sort of a base metal, and on this one you can sort of see the silver coming off, and whatever base metal is under it is sort of showing through. A couple of loose beads. That one's actually not bad quality. A little crystal bead there. Few more single earrings. The vintage style. This one I think is broken. Yeah, the clip on the back is busted off of it. This one actually is enamel. So that one actually could potentially be for resale. These ones I hear can still sell. I have yet to actually try that. Oh, and here we go. Now we've got a matching pair of those little silver toned teardrops. It's got some nice detail on them. Definitely still costume, but nice. Oh, this is interesting. This is another vintage clip-on earring. Some more beads. This will probably go into my crafting lot. These are some little pressed glass beads and a little, oh, I believe these are called like Italian wedding glass beads, I think. Could be mistaken, but very detailed, very nice. We've got another handmade bracelet. This is made with seed beads and little faux pearls. Ooh, this one is quite the clip-on earring. This one has some interesting beads and some decor on it. And this one is a costume ring. Those little rhinestones are actually placed in like a clay to set those into the ring. This is another stretch bracelet. These actually feel fairly nice for being costume. These ones are probably plastic or a very, very lightweight metal, but my guess is they're plastic, even though they do feel cold, so I'm not sure on those actually. They could be metal. They could be an inexpensive metal, but pretty nice design though. They are very faceted, so might save these to repurpose into some jewelry. This is, I believe, a shoe clip. And this does have some markings. It says Western Germany. See if I can get that. There we go. But it seems like it's fairly nice. I don't see the match offhand, but we'll put that into our maybe pile. This is definitely just a piece of junk jewelry. This will most likely go into my crafting pile. And this is another costume jewelry, modern costume. This one has sort of a reversible pendant on it with a chain, and the clasp is interesting. I don't know if this is meant to attach to anything specific, but this is not your normal necklace clasp, so I'm not sure what the purpose of this was exactly. Maybe it attached to a belt or came off of a dress. That actually could be. I have seen some fashion dresses come with an attached necklace that this very well could have come from. This is another little crafting piece. Another crafting piece. This is a keychain ring. Another single earring. This one is in gold tone. No markings. This is a very large pendant here with an M on it in rhinestones. I think it is missing one right there, but could resell. People like to use this sort of thing for keychains and to repurpose in a whole bunch of different things, so we'll set that aside. Looks like we do have a matching pair of feather earrings here. So we've got these little guys and then the other one over here. So not in the best of shape, but I think both feathers are still intact on both earrings, so we can have another matching set. This one is broken. That up there, the little ring on top is bent, and part of it is also damaged, so that'll go in the craft lot. Another one of those loose crystal beads. A little butterfly stud earring. That's actually kind of cute. This is another piece for the crafting lot. This is the base for a clip-on earring. Another loose bead. And this actually is part of an earring set. So these would have come out possibly the 80s, early 90s. And you would have a pair of these, and it basically came somewhat similar to this piece here, and they were interchangeable. So you had your basic pair of clip-ons, and then this would switch out to create a new pair of earrings. And we've got another costume piece of jewelry there. Another single earring. This one is not crystal, this is just plastic. And we've got another single earring, very shiny. This one is sort of a tag of some sort. I'm not quite sure again what the purpose of that might have been. Perhaps it came on a pair of jeans or something. We've got another single earring. This is some green rhinestones in sort of a gunmetal earring. This is a little cat's eye earring, sort of in a cage style. Another single earring. This one is in a tie shape. Another costume jewelry stud earring in gold and faux pearl. Another single earring. This one's retro style, possibly modern. And then we've got, oh, this is actually kind of pretty. That is a glass ring. Definitely still costume. It has one of those inexpensive adjustable bands on it, but definitely potential for resale. I'm not sure if that's coming across very well, but it's got some nice glimmer in it. Ooh, this is nice. This is lapis. That's actually rather nice, and I'm not sure about the earring that it's in. Let's see if it's got any markings. Well, I don't see any markings offhand, but it could have a little bit of etching on there, so potentially a nice earring. And this is another costume bracelet. This is sort of a stretch rhinestone. Definitely coming apart though, so that'll go in the craft pile. And this is another costume clip-on earring. Kind of a nice like door knocker style. Offhand, I don't see any maker's marks on it. This is a pin. Seems to be in working order. And that is a little music note with some rhinestones in there, so that will go in the yard sale pile. Oh, and here we go. We have a matching pair. This one was right here. So now we've got the matching pair. So now we have the matching pair of the mini door knocker earrings. Another clip-on earring. This is quite the earring actually. This is definitely just some base metal. I think those ones on the end might be little bells. Definitely costume though. Not exactly high quality pieces of metal, but kind of fun. And then we've got this hematite bracelet with some saints on the back. Seems to be in fairly good working order, so that can go in the yard sale pile. We have a costume chain. This one is actually in decent shape, so this one can go in the yard sale pile as well in case someone finds a pendant that I don't have a chain on already. And then we've got a single earring that looks like it was handmade. You've got some potentially lapis, no, probably sodalite or one of those other blue stones. It's not opaque enough for me to think that it's lapis. And then you've got this sort of bronze looking earring. And it's time to dig into more. Let's see what else we found. Well, we've got a couple of wood bracelets. This one seems to be coconut shell and seed. Oh, I forget what these ones are called. Tagua or something along those lines. So that one is seed and coconut wood. And then this one is coconut wood discs with some wood beads in it. Seems to be in fairly good shape. Oh, these are cute. These are little vintage tennis earrings, and they are broken. Oh, that's too bad. This one here is broken. That's unfortunate, but very cute. We at least have one tennis charm that can go in the crafting pile. And this one is a little bracelet. You've got some seed beads and some little silver crystals. Oh my goodness, look at this. And now that's a ring. So this is one of those stretch fashion rings in the shape of a flower. Definitely seems in good shape. That'll go into the yard sale pile. Then we've got another costume bracelet. This one seems actually to be in decent shape. Nope. it looks like it's in decent shape, but it has been sitting somewhere and the stretch material is not exactly that stretchy anymore, so I will probably put this in the craft pile. And we've got another costume clip-on earring. Don't see any markings on it offhand. And we've got one of these little people charms. Seems to be a little bit more on the cheaply made side. It does have some rhinestones in it, and it does say USAKIS on the back. And then we've got another single earring. This one is just sort of a base metal and definitely has some tarnish and wear on it. This appears to have been a repurposed handmade piece, so you've got a little Roman coin down there on the bottom with a vintage brass piece and then a few links of chain on a clip earring. This is a big necklace. That is a plastic clasp. Interesting. So it is a bunch of faux pearls, definitely inexpensively made with that plastic clasp. That is a first for me. So there's that. We've got a little loose seed bead, one of those larger ones. A fashion necklace with a tie tack. Alright, so we'll set that aside. So this one appears to actually be in working order, except it has another one of these with a clasp on both ends. How strange. So it is a like triple strand necklace. I suppose this could go in either the crafting pile or the reselling pile for yard sales. We've got another sort of door knocker style fashion earring. Another one of these. I'm pretty sure we've already found one. Here we go. So we have a matching pair now, just that second one is missing the little ear nut, but I have plenty of those lying around. Then we've got another handmade bracelet or anklet. This one is using seed beads and some faux pearls again. So it seems to have been made by the same person that made this green one over here. A couple more single earrings. They all do seem to be just costume, although that little flower is kind of cute. Another single earring. This one's sort of an enameled rose. A random seed bead on some broken stretch cord. Another single earring. This one's actually not too bad. It is sort of modern rhinestones in a sort of a lilac shade. This is cute. It's a little dolphin. It is definitely inexpensively made. That is definitely just a bead that has been glued onto the dolphin, but the chain itself is actually fairly nice for a costume piece. So we'll go ahead and add that to the yard sale pile. And that is still fairly tangled. Oh, but here we go. We've got another matching earring to one that we've already found in the door knocker style. And that one is right here. So now we've got another matching pair. Definitely vintage retro looking. And then we've got another fashion earring. This one is sort of an enameled look with a rhinestone in the middle. And here's that airplane tie tack that was tangled in that necklace a bit ago. Seems to have some nice detail on it. No markings that I can tell, but that can resell quite easily at a yard sale. Then we've got this double-sided reversible pendant. It is missing its little loop there, so this will probably go in the crafting pile. Another one of those pins. This is one that I see quite a lot of. It's a little red dress. And another single earring. This is a little bronze and enameled butterfly. And another single earring, except this one you might recognize. We already found that little guy. So where did I put it? Here we go. Now the one that I just found is missing one of the stones, in air quotes, right there. But we'll go ahead and put that on an earring card with a few other pairs and see if someone wants those at a yard sale. Then we've got another stretch bracelet over here. Very tangled with whatever else is here. Alright, there we go. So we've got a faux pearl stretch bracelet. Seems to be in working order. And then what was tangled on it was this piece here, which still seems to be having some issues. There we go. So it has some faux pearls on it and some little mesh bows. Kind of a sweet little piece. Not very well made. Definitely a modern fashion piece, but cute. Definitely might put that into either the yard sale pile or to the crafting pile. I think someone might have a fun time repurposing those little bows. Those are fairly sweet. And then this is one that was causing all the problems, magnetizing itself to some pieces. This is by Chico's, and this is a bracelet. Fairly big statement piece actually. And it seems to be in one piece. So that'll go into the resale pile for a yard sale. And then this little guy appears to be a hairband. So you've got that little mesh bow with the hair elastic in back. That way you can decorate your ponytail. And it's time to see what else we have left in the bag. We're getting down to the last third of the bag. Alright, we've got another one of those pins. A metal copper faceted bracelet. These are just fashion beads, so these are not true copper, but very nice actually. I will probably put that into the resale pile for my next yard sale. Same with these are just some fashion bracelets. And you've got a fashion watch here in sort of a bronze color with some rhinestones. Has some that are missing. That says base metal bezel, stainless steel back. I still don't know that much about watches necessarily, but this doesn't strike me as a super quality piece necessarily. If you know any different, let me know down below. That'll go into the yard sale pile. I know some people like to find watches like that and fix them up. This is actually a fairly nice vintage necklace. This is a gold chain. I'm not sure what style this is called necessarily. And it says Monet on the back. So not necessarily super old, but this could be 90s vintage, early 2000s. So that'll go in the resale pile. And we've got one of these, actually a couple of these inexpensive like Mardi Gras style beads. So this one has some silver stars on it. That'll just go in the kids bulk jewelry. And then same with this one, it's somewhat in the Mardi Gras style, except instead of it being metallic beads, it is a translucent sort of crackled yellow bead. And another costume piece that's blazingly bright. Holy moly, I think it might be washing it out on camera because this is blinding in person. This is hot pink, like bright neon hot pink. They are just inexpensive molded beads onto the thread that they're on, so that'll go into the bulk kids jewelry. We've got another one of those loose crystal beads that we've been finding. And a fairly large statement piece right here. This one is probably some acrylic beads with a little bit of gold painting on them. Fairly retro in style. This one might resell nicely. We'll go ahead and put this into the resale yard sale pile. And we've got a little fashion kids bracelet with a little plastic heart on it. And a little chain. This one is broken. It's missing its little link there. We've got, oh, this is cool. I actually can't tell if this is metal or if it's plastic. I believe it's plastic. So this is a little B2 stealth bomber. Don't be too impressed. I had to go ask my husband what it was. But this will most likely be staying in our house here. He loves these little things, but that's a nice little find. Fairly happy with that little guy. And we've got a little rhinestone hair clip. This is actually not what I thought that was when I saw this row of rhinestones in the bag. I thought it was going to be a pin, but this is a hair clip, and it appears to be in working order. So that can go into the yard sale pile. It actually appears a little older than I would expect this sort of a piece to be. So not sure on the date range of when that might have been made. We've got another one of those interchangeable earrings and an older clip-on earring with some white rhinestones. Another little vintage clip-on earring. This one does say Napier on it. And this one is a little bracelet. I always forget what the type of this chain is called. It might be a type of snake chain. But it appears to be fairly well made for being a little costume piece, so that'll go into the resale pile. We've got another smaller faux pearl stretch bracelet. This seems to go with our one over here. Another clip-on earring. This one is missing some pieces down on the end, but it appears to be in fairly good shape. Look at this. This is nice. See if I can get this untangled from everything. And as I'm untangling this, I am seeing a little matching pair to something we've already found. See if I can get that untangled, because all of this is fairly tangled. Well, we'll see if we can't get this little guy out. He's on the outskirts of this chain tangle. Here we go. So this is some painted seed beads into an earring. Definitely cheaper quality. And let's see. So a trick is, it can work sometimes, but definitely can still be some work, is when you've got a bunch of chains that are tangled like this, is to undo the one that you're untangling and then pull through. Now don't yank too hard because you don't want to break it, but this usually lets it sort of slide through instead of trying to untangle it from the other pieces if you're having a hard time figuring out where the tangle is originating. These can take some time. And in this case, it doesn't appear to be helping me that much. I think this leaf piece is sort of holding me up here. All right, there we go. Now it feels like we're getting someplace. So I untangled the piece that I wanted, as well as the earring. So here is the matching earring to that handmade piece with the Roman looking coin and the bronze leaves. And here's that necklace that I was trying to get untangled from the mass. It does seem like the chain is whole. It does still have a couple of knots there at the end that I can continue to untangle, but look at this. That's really beautiful. This is a agate piece, and that's rather nice. That's got some really beautiful lines on it and swirls. So fairly nice little piece there. We've got a little hibiscus earring and another single earring. This one's made with just some acrylic or plastic beads. And this one is made with some cheap metal Actually, these might be aluminum. Alright, so we had some technical difficulty, but we are back to the sorting. So we were in the middle of describing this, and I believe these are some gold-toned aluminum jump rings. And we've got this handmade bracelet with a silver tone clasp, and these appear to be perhaps cat's eye square beads. The cat's eye part of it is kind of hard to see, but you can see a little bit of the banding and cat's eye effect on the edge of the beads, and then it just looks like some larger seed beads here, and then these beads here are probably, yeah, just inexpensive base metal beads. And one of the larger pieces here, very tangled. I do have this seemingly nicer piece here. Let's see if we can't get that untangled first. In this case, undoing the clasp did definitely help the situation. As you can see, I'm able to just slide this through the rest of the tangle. And look at that. That's not as nice as I was initially expecting, but it is a cute little modern rhinestone piece. And it's got silver tone clasps. And it seems to say Trifari at the end. So this will be adjustable here at the back. A cute little design. I don't see any missing rhinestones offhand. And we've got an older piece. This one is a possibly 50s or 60s, missing a little bit of its gold tone on it, but overall still wearable. We've got a little heart pendant here. This one does look like it's got some rhinestones in it. So not the highest of quality, but it's also not super inexpensive either. Got another stud earring. Another loose bead. We've got a pretty nice single earring here. I think I've seen these before. The stones in them are actually fairly nice. They're very sparkly, and they are actually set in there as opposed to glued. So they are rather nice, although I'm not seeing any markings on this piece to indicate that it has a specific designer or anything. But I do recognize the piece. I've seen something similar in my bags before, but nice little piece there. We've got a single earring here. Now this up here is a clip-on converter. So you're able to put in your pierced earring here and then wear them as a clip-on earring. However, what someone did was use this component to make their own earring. And we've got a little bow ring here that's actually kind of cute. A little rhinestone piece that has got a marking there on the back. I can't remember who makes that, but actually a cute little piece. And here's that little poodle piece that was at the beginning of the video. Still not 100% sure what this is meant to be, if this is a mini tie clip or if it is meant to hold money or a pocket clip, but it's really cute. It's got little red rhinestone eyes and seems to be in rather good shape. We've got another clip-on earring. This one has a little patent pending mark on the back and is made by Monet. Another single earring. This one is a faux pearl. And we have two. This is another little poodle clip. Very cute. So again, not sure what they're made for, but now I've got two of them. Some matching, well, mostly matching earrings from Claire's. My guess is these are what was originally on this. These appear nicer. Let's see. These might have been perhaps the earrings that the person got their ears pierced with. They do have the pointier back. Let's see, just have some markings on the back. So that does say 585 on it. Not sure if that's going to come across very well on camera, but there is markings on the back. And then the little earring nuts that they used here do have some markings, but I think they're just surgical steel back. So offhand, I don't remember if 585 is another stamp for gold or not, but they are nicer earrings in any case. They are in their little prongs as opposed to the other earrings, which are just glued in rhinestones. So that could be a pretty decent find there. We've got a couple of, are these floating charms, I think? Yeah, possibly floating charms. So you've got a little suitcase, an airplane, a music note, and a little microphone. Those are cute. And back to our little area of knotted stuff. We've got a few more pieces to sort out. We've got two more loose earrings, just little costume pieces, a broken piece there, and we've got a matching pair of gold tone and cat's eye earrings. A little jump ring that'll go in the crafting pile. I think this might be another instance where undoing the clasp might help us get this untangled. There we go. So we've got one bangle bracelet. This is in sort of a twisted silver tone. And this might be closer to getting this larger necklace here undone. Yeah, there we go. So we've got this longer strand of inexpensive faux pearls. This is definitely just a dress up piece. There's no clasp on it, and the beads are definitely inexpensive, just plastic pearl beads. And then we've got another handmade piece. This is another single earring with little acrylic beads on a clip-on earring. Another smaller gold tone, almost like a brass bangle bracelet. And then coming up to our last couple of pieces, we've got this little piece here. This one does have a little tag on the back. This one says Alexa's Angels. And this one has some little gold and silver tone discs, a little tree, and then a little tag on the back that says family. So cute little necklace. That could be good for resale. And then the last piece that we have here is a vintage piece for sure. And this has the Magician on it. Little tag necklace. I believe that might be like a tarot card. And then you've got the necklace here, just a basic gold tone chain. This is definitely showing signs of where you've got a little bit of the gold tone missing. We'll put that maybe in the crafting lot. Someone might like to repurpose that. So there you have it. That was bag number 2. Apologies about the beginning of the video. We were having technical difficulties with rotating the video. So the quality, I'm afraid, is definitely not as good as what I would like to present to you guys. But I was almost done with the bag, so I didn't want to redo it. But hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you had any favorites that you saw, and we'll see you in that next video.